So we're going to be going over two videos today. The first video is from, well, an alleged left-wing propagandist channel, A Different Bias on YouTube. And it's Phil. He likes to talk about politics. He likes to talk about politics, but he likes to leave out certain bits of information that might give you a full picture, whilst also framing it from a left-wing perspective. But it's a different bias, just so you know. But you take it away, Phil, and we will go over what you have to say.
There seems to have been an altercation at a London train station last night, which left a man in need of CPR and hospital, and Tommy Robinson seen next to the unconscious man. According to British Transport Police, he's a suspect. But guess what? He's fled the country. Again. The man who claims to be a patriotic Brit, but who has a drawful of different passports and spends most of his time outside the country, is doing it again. Just like last summer, directing his political arson attacks on his own country from a sun lounger somewhere on the continent, whilst being wanted for crimes against Britain. Where will he be this summer? Cyprus, Greece, Spain, maybe all three again. All paid for with money from the people being conned by this absolute charlatan who attacks his own country and then spends the money people give him in other countries.
Wow, that was so compelling, Phil. That was so compelling. But the truth was that this guy was drunk that was harassing Tommy Robinson, was walking after Tommy Robinson after being warned multiple times, and most likely angry after being gaslit by channels like Phil. Then the accusations that he's fled. Now, I'm going to play another video after this just to correct Phil's assumptions and misconceptions. And the cheek to say that Tommy Robinson fans have been conned while this guy takes donations putting out misinformation himself. It's rich, isn't it? But here's Tommy's response to what happened afterwards.
Defence is the defence. Yeah? It's not a crime. If someone comes up and wants to accost me, confront me, and attempt to attack me, I'm within my rights to defend myself. I wish I didn't have to. I really wish I didn't have to. I really wish that man well. And I hope he gets better. And I hope he makes a full recovery. And I didn't want what happened that day to happen. I just wanted to go home. And I've had the worst week, as I'm sure his family have. Yeah? Maybe it's been a lesson for him. It's been a lesson for me. I can't walk the streets of this country on my own. And unfortunately, that's what I walk everywhere. To remember the headlines. Remember the Guardian went hunting me down. You were told I was on the run. Also remember that after this incident at St Pancras train station, the police had all the evidence, as in the CCTV. Yet they still turned up like the military as I stepped off my EasyJet flight at Luton Airport to arrest me. The Daily Mail run the headlines as though I'd been arrested. They made it look like a murder scene. Well, guess what's happened today? No further action. Why is there no further action? Why was I arrested? Why, when the CCTV footage shows I was the victim, I'm not going to apologise for defending myself. You come up to me, you threaten me, you try to assault me, you'll end up asleep on the floor. Yeah? I'm not going to apologise for that. Okay? Why was it portrayed to the public I was on the run? Why were the Guardian hunting me down? And why, with all the evidence that the police were in possession of, was I even arrested? When it clearly shows I was the victim. The footage shows I was the victim. Why was I under arrest? Why were the media campaign against me? Why were the lies put out to the public? And another question, why were the witness statements that were read out in the media, read the witness statements in the press, they were bullshit. They're lies. Said I was the aggressor. Unfortunately, the CCTV says the opposite, you lying fuckers. So I should be happy. Why am I happy? I was put through hell. I was targeted. I was attacked. I defended myself. And then the media spun it. The police spun it because I never should have been under arrest because they had all the evidence. But today I've been no further action, no case to answer. I don't have to answer bail. I'm no longer on bail. The witnesses lied. I have all the evidence you lied. Yeah? So anyway, breaking news. Tommy Robinson defended himself. Roll on September 13th, a day for freedom. Correct every one of their lies. Take this video. Make sure any of those smear merchants and the journalist. There was a journalist that went and knocked in on innocent people's doors in Tenerife, looking for me like I was on the run. When all I'd done was defend myself against a hostile, violent attack. It's not, and some people would only be happy if I was the one face down on the floor. I'm not going to apologise. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Come up to me, attack me, violently attack me. I'll put you to sleep. Good night.
And there you have it. The first video of Tommy explaining what happened that Phil probably didn't believe. And now, case closed, which is fantastic. And let that be a lesson to the lefties, rabid, drunk lefties especially, who think they can put hands on people and assault people they disagree with. I don't know where you get it that you think you can fight. Lefties can't fight. You cannot fight. You're not even confident in numbers. Then you lie about him fleeing the country when he said he had it booked. Dear, dear, dear. And Tommy's conning his supporters, right? I'm sure this guy don't receive any donations when we can pick up on his clear misinformation. It's not hard. The cheek. But it's what we come to expect these days. It's what we come to expect. Anyway, Phil, you might want to tighten up your game a little. You've got plenty of videos that have aged horribly just because you push a different bias. It's the same bias we've heard. It's the same bias we've heard for the last 20, 30 years, Phil. So, yeah, don't be surprised that your politics are dying. And don't be surprised that I'll be doing more reviews of your silly videos and propaganda that you push. Anyway, that's the end of me. We'll go and see you on the next one.